Okay.
Today I'm with Dothan City Manager Mike West, and Mr. West, I want to talk to you about Pig Out BBQ. He says he's closing because the city has ordered him to court for not having a business license. His version is he's tried to get a business license and the city won't issue one. Now there's a dispute over the smoker and the ordinances. Can you explain to me what you understand is going on?
Well, what I understand is there is setback requirements in all zoning districts. The individual in the restaurant business, they applied for a business license, opened prior to that, requested a hearing before the zoning board of adjustments to get a variance for that foot or so that it's not. That was denied. He chose to appeal that to the circuit court, and the circuit court also denied that. Therefore, for the last 2 years, he's been operating without a business license. The city has basically summoned him to court to explain why or that. Now, you raised the issue. Obviously, we don't want to lose any jobs. We don't want to lose any businesses at all. But the rules are designed for everybody. Everybody in the city is required to have a business license if they conduct business. The zoning ordinances and setback requirements are required to protect people. They vary from zoning district to zoning district. One of the things I would hope is that over the next few days, maybe we could do that. But he also had the right to appeal the circuit court decision and decided not to. So, first of all, no, we don't want to lose jobs. Second of all, we don't want to lose any business. And third of all, your phone's ringing.
Yes.
But I think there's a two-way side there. If we're only talking about a movable smoker that's only that far, it seems that the other side also, that it could be moved also relatively simple, because I think you had previously informed me that it looked like mobile to you.
It's on wheels.
So therefore, it could be that the other party could also relatively easily solve this problem.
I think his thing is it's temporary smoker because it's on wheels, it's movable. I think Dawn Wren says it's a permanent structure.
Well, I think a lot more than Dawn Wren has looked at that. I know she's the person that signs off on the zoning, but I think a lot of people have looked at that. And, I would hope that, I hate to see this. I hate this come to this. I mean, because it looks to me that it's something that could be done. He could also ask again and make a plea again to the zoning board. We have people who've done that before, make multiple appeals. He could have also appealed the decision of the circuit court. But I think maybe, and I don't know because I wasn't there, but obviously when people looked at the ability, the city's requirement, and also the ability possibly to make the necessary changes to comply with the setback, I guess two administrative bodies which would provide him variance in this matter have chosen not to give him one.
Circuit Judge Rule was Judge Little, and there's issues there as far as things that would happen in history, which I'm not going to get into right now, but the question is, 5 people's going to lose their job. City of Dothan sends an order to a business, and says, you come and explain why you don't have a business license, that the city is in control of and won't issue it more. 5 people's losing their jobs.
Well,
we're not real strong on bringing jobs into Dothan with the loss of Sony and Bruno's and the GE plant, Medford, and we can go on with the jobs that are lost.
One of the things I've told that I think over the 2-year period there's been a lot of discussion. From what I understand, I mean, this is something that everybody involved, including the owner of that business, is aware that there's an issue, and also that has been sent various notices, from what I understand, that he didn't have a business license. So I think that that there have been opportunities for that. I guess the question really becomes is that the rules that govern that are created by the Planning Commission, not by city staff. So I think, therefore, but I think...
Let me stop and ask you a question. The rules of the Planning Commission is what we just went through at a recent commission meeting where the commissioners adopted. Is that right?
Well, this actually started before that.
I know, but I mean, is that the type rules you're
Yeah,
talking about that are ultimately created
well,
by the city
actually-
commission.
Actually, ultimately adopted in terms of ordinance, but I think the rule here is our subdivision regulations, which are totally adopted by the planning commission. The city commission only approves the zoning ordinance. But the setbacks may be laid out in that also. So, but nobody wants to lose their jobs, and, you know, I think that the question here is how easy is it for the business to comply? And if not, and that there are other administrative remedies. And it's quite possible that, you know, that he could convince the judge in municipal court that he's correct.
A question, I asked one of the workers who's losing her job what she had to say to you and to the mayor and commissioners. What do you say to her and the other employees that are losing their job?
Well, I mean, what I tell her is that I hope everything can be worked out and she doesn't lose her job. I mean, we don't want to lose the jobs. We don't want to lose a restaurant, I mean, especially in our downtown core. You know, I hope, and I'm optimistic, that maybe everything can work out.
Are you going to try to do something?
If I need to, I'll be glad to sit down with the owner and see if that. But again, we're limited about, I don't have the authority to grant him a variance. City staff does not have an authority to grant him a variance. Now, I don't know anything about the circuit court ruling other than the city's setback requirements were okay.
Thank you.